All right, Metalheads, this is DJ REM in the Crushed Beyond Dust show on Metal Devastation Radio, and I have Jason from the band Generation Kill on the line. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on with you guys? So I know you just recently got back from touring Europe. How'd that go?
It was amazing. It's actually just about a year today we did that first show over there. And we went over there. It was almost like a little Cinderella story where we kicked and fought and did everything we could to get on that tour, and had the yacht from Nuclear Blast come out and see us a couple times. And by the end of the tour, we were able to conjure up a deal and get our record released through them.
Very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't you start by introducing yourself and your spot in the band and everybody else that's not with us tonight, if you don't mind.
Oh, absolutely. Well, my name is Jason Velez. I'm one of the newest additions to the band. I play guitars, and I do backup vocals. There's another Jason in the band, Jason Trenzer. He's the other guitarist. There's Jim DeMaria, who plays the drums. You may know Rob Machete, who plays bass, who was previously from Propane and MOD. And then, of course, the almighty Rob Dukes on the vocals.
Very cool. Yeah, next time you see Rob Machete, tell him I said what's up.
Oh, definitely.
So, I actually interviewed Rob last year for the band. So, but I'm going to pretend like that didn't happen, and I'm just going to go through this and let you talk about the band, if that's cool.
Okay.
So how long has Generation Kill been together?
I'm really not sure, actually. I really don't know the exact year that they started. I've only been in the band since, I'd say, it was actually February 25th of 2011 that they called me up and said, they wanted me to stay as an official member. So my history with them is actually from that day forward.
Okay, that's cool.
They had already had out their first record, Red, White, and Blood. So I can imagine it had at least been about a year, a couple of years before that.
Yeah. I've been playing you guys for a long time on the radio stations I've been at. I've been a loyal supporter, put it that way.
No, thanks. We appreciate it, definitely.
So, okay, so what's going on with you guys right now? What do you guys have lined up and in the works?
Well, right now, we've actually just turned our concentration back on writing. We had a couple of ideas, and it just sparked the interest and the excitement again, and we found ourselves back in the room putting together new material and really getting ready to, hopefully, by the end of the year, beginning of next year, record another record.
Very good. And you plan to put that out with Nuclear Blast as well?
I'm not sure, really. The deal that we did was just for that record, so, regardless of whether they put it out or we put it out ourselves, our intentions are definitely to write, record, and put out this record.
Okay. So how often are you guys getting together right now and practicing and working on the new music?
Well, as of late, Rob Dukes actually just recently got married, so we haven't, as a full group, gotten together so much. But us musicians, usually weekly. Usually on a weekly basis, we'll get together for about 2.5 hours. Cool.
Yeah, I saw the pictures on Facebook of all the guys in suits. Everybody dresses, cleans up well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what got you into music? What kind of influences did you have in your life growing up and even into this day that made you want to do something like this?
Well, it all started probably, from Jimi Hendrix to AC/DC to, Sabbath, The Who, Queen. These are the classic rock that my uncle kind of exposed me to. And then I had an older cousin who kind of exposed me to metal as I got older. And just kind of really got into it, and grew up a couple houses down the street from Tito Puente, the legendary Latin jazz player. And I formed a band with his son, and it was a first band, it was a thrash band. And it kind of started from there. It was probably a freshman in high school.
Okay, very cool. And before I forget, I want to give a big shout-out to Ashley Thomas for hooking us up for the interview.
Oh, absolutely. Ashes of fire, baby.
Yeah. Ashley rocks. So, what was there anybody else around the house, anybody in your family that had any musical talent, or did you just kind of was something you just kind of picked up on your own?
Well, my parents were divorced, and my mother remarried, and my mother had told me later on that my father had actually played guitar and did bands himself. So it wasn't until later on that I actually found out that there was somebody in the family. But besides that, in our surroundings, not really,
All right, very good.
Definitely just something I naturally just grew interested and spent just a lot of time doing.
Right. So, where does the name for the band come from? What's Generation Kill mean?
Well, being that Rob Dukes is sober, he doesn't party or anything. He does a lot of reading on tour, and one of the books that he happened to get his hands on was the book Generation Kill, which I believe they put the HBO show after, and it was just about the soldiers in the Iraq War and what was going on with that. And a lot of his reading tends to be type of documentary type reality stuff, and he just the name I guess just stuck with him, and then they took it and used it.
Very cool, and it sounds very metal, so that works, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, where's a good place for people to find out more about Generation Kill? What social networking and websites are you guys using right now?
The best and most active one, I would say, would be Facebook.com/GenerationKillOfficial. And, we do have the album out on Nuclear Blast, We're All Gonna Die, and they can get that on iTunes Store, Amazon.com, and the Nuclear Blast web store as well. I think on the Nuclear Blast web store, I think it's still available on vinyl, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, with the album We're All Gonna Die, do you have a favorite track that you like to play on that?
No, because there's actually several, There's just several ones that really just were just surprised just the way it came out.
Very cool. And I know that, when the album first came out, Prophets of War was getting a lot of play on Sirius XM, because I actually heard it in my car, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. We definitely blessed and appreciate all the support that we got from the Sirius XM team, especially Jose Mangan, who played the heart out of that song. And, it was exciting. It was exciting to hear. I remember in September, Dukes took me to see Slayer. I got to see Slayer from the side of the stage. And on the way to the show, he puts on the Liquid Metal show, and they announced for the first time that week that our song was #1. So it was kind of surreal, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys, do they have any other tracks playing on there now?
I had heard they were playing There Is No Hope, which I was kind of surprised. It's a pretty long song, but definitely got some old school elements, and one of our powerful ones too.
Very good. Just so you know, when the interview's over, I'm going to be playing Born to Serve, Prophets of War, and There Is No Hope. Funny that you said that song.
Nice. Yeah, those are the three greats. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I played 3 other tracks from the album earlier, so, I think I played 2 because I like to play some of the old stuff. Red, White, and Blood is one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, that's when we started recently bringing back into the live shows again, because it was all agreed that we missed playing that song. It's one of the ones, when I first joined the band, they played a lot of the old stuff, obviously, because this stuff wasn't written, and that was definitely one of my favorites to play live.
Yeah, that song's badass.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
And it's just so hardcore. I love the hardness to it. So,
yeah.
With this current album, what recording studio did you guys use for it?
I'm sorry?
What recording studio did you guys use for the current album?
We actually used several places. The Almighty Zeus had put together a mobile unit. So we were able to do some tracking here, some tracking there, and then ultimately all the mixing and the final kind of coloring with leads and vocals was all done at his studio.
And then how about the cover for the album is really sweet. Who designed that?
The cover, I'm not really sure, but Duke found that picture, and it happened to be kind of near the whole Pompeii thing, but it was actually a church that those people sought refuge in from those volcanic eruptions, and they all got devoured by ash, and he found that kind of quite ironic, being an atheist.
Right?
I found the picture pretty wicked, and it kind of really symbolized the whole theme of this record. That on the lyric side of things, seemed to fit perfect.
Okay. So, what are the goals for the band? Where do you guys hope to be in the next couple years?
I don't really know too much where we hope to be. I mean, honestly, it would just be as simple as we hope we're still together working on stuff, I think it's all about this really just joy and love of just writing songs and just playing them and jamming them out and just, the fun that we have doing it and the relationship that we've built doing it. And as long as that keeps going, I really don't think there's anything, other than that we're, completely set on striving for. I mean, obviously we'd like to do some more tours, and that's obviously being in the works. And, we kind of came out from nowhere, and really nobody knew who we really were, other than obviously the fame that Rob Deuce has carried and Machete as well. But other than that, we just kind of need to just get out there a little more and put out another record and hopefully get some more tour opportunities and hopefully just consistently keep writing exciting records,
And I hope that happens as well because, like I said, I've been a huge fan for a long time, and I hope to continue to see new stuff that I can play. So
awesome.
Okay, here's a question specifically for you because I'm always curious. What if I grabbed your iPod or MP3 player, however you're liking to listen to music, your record player? What music would I find you listening to right now?
The new Queens of the Stone Age, the new Clutch, the new Whitechapel. What else am I listening to? Some old Arch Enemy stuff, a little bit of Maiden, Priest. They're a big influence to us, as a band.
Yep.
We're pretty eclectic by nature. We all have very vast collections and, different likes. So, a lot of them will be similar and then a lot of them will be different. But Priest is one of those ones that we're all, greatly influenced by.
Their Painkiller album was one of my favorites.
I used to listen to Unleashed in the East over and over and over again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the craziest thing that's happened to you guys at a live show you've done?
Craziest thing at a show? I'm really not sure. I don't think anything has happened that crazy as far as, me being in the band, the shows that I've done with them,
Okay. Okay. So here's the most important question of the interview because this is what I die to know. Not really, but it's a good question. Which one of the guys in the band spends the most time in front of the mirror before they go live on stage?
Which one of the... Wow. I think all those mirrors crack. I don't think anybody does.
Say Machete. It's okay.
Yeah, right? Maybe at home he does with his bass. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to blame him. Since you're not going to pick anybody, I'm picking Rob.
Okay.
And I'll tell him I said that gladly. Okay. Is there anything else, anything I haven't asked you about Generation Kill and what's going on with you guys right now that you want to make sure people know about?
Not too much. Just again, Facebook.com/Generation Kill Official is where, they can be updated on, the most recent information on what's going on with us, and that, we do have a record out, and it's available on iTunes Store, Amazon.com, and the Nuclear Blast website as well.
Okay, very cool, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for taking the time to call, and as usual, I'll be following you guys and looking for new stuff as it comes out.
Absolutely, and thank you so much, brother.
Yep.
Definitely appreciate the support.
No problem. Tell everybody in the band I said what's up, please.
I will, man.
All right, take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.